Folktale of Africa. Before the written word, before the word as we know it, there were stories. Stories whispered by the fire, sung by the elders, carried by the winds of Africa. Tales of wisdom and betrayal, love and lost spirits and kings. Welcome to Folktale of Africa, where legends live again. Subscribe now and let the stories echo forever. Folktale of Africa. Episode 1, The Tortoise Who Stole the Sky Feast. Scene 1, The World Below the Sky. Long ago, in the time before time was counted, when the earth still whispered to the sky, and men and beasts spoke in one voice. The sky hung low, brushing the tops of trees, and the air shimmered with light from the heavens. In that age, every creature lived close to the gods. The lion roared in the same rhythm as the thunder. The river flowed with the laughter of spirits, and under the shade of a great baobab, there lived one unlike any other. A creature small, slow, and always hungry, the tortoise. The elders said he was clever, but the wise said his cleverness was hungrier than his heart. Scene 2, The Hunger of Tortoise. Each morning, Tortoise watched others feast. Birds flew, bees hummed, men hunted. And he, the slow one, always came last. He eyes a basket of maize and sighs. Why must I always eat dust while others eat honey? He muttered to himself. There must be a feast somewhere that will never end. He gazes upward. The sky seems to glow brighter, faint drumming echoes above. And so he dreamed, not of food alone, but of the sky, the land of endless feasts, where the gods themselves dined on clouds of light. Some behind small clouds. Scene 3, The Invitation of the Spirits. The birds gathered under the baobab. A whisper had come from the sky. Let all the creatures who can reach us join the feast of clouds. The birds cheer. Feathers shimmer. Tortoise listens from behind a rock. Tortoise crept closer, his shell scraping the soil. He heard the eagles, the doves, the storks planning their flight. They would leave at dawn, when the golden door of the sky opened. He grinned slyly. A feast, he whispered. And only those who can fly. Then I shall fly, too. Scene 4, The Plea for Wings. Under the shade of the baobab, Tortoise gathers the birds. My dear friends, must a feast be only for those who can soar? Have I not shared stories with you by the fire? Have I not told you where to find sweet yams? Will you truly let me die hungry while you dine among the gods? Birds murmur. The parrot speaks. Parrot, you cannot fly, Tortoise. The feast is high above the wind. It is dangerous. Tortoise. Danger. Huh. Danger is for the unprepared. Tie your feathers to my shell, one by one. I will rise with you. I promise, I will cause no trouble. Reluctantly, they agree. They weave vines and feathers into his shell. And so, by morning, he wore wings. A patchwork of pride and persuasion. Cloud. Scene 5, Ascend to the sky. Together they rose. Higher than the trees. Higher than the mountains. Until the clouds turned to gold and the air to song. Tortoise laughing mid-air, feathers fluttering. And there it was. The sky feast. Tables of light, rivers of milk, food glowing like suns. The gods' voices boomed like drums. Welcome, creatures of the earth. Tortoise lands, stunned by the beauty. His hunger trembled in awe. Pot of food. Scene 6, The Feast of the Gods. The host said, before we eat, each must tell their name, so the blessing will find them. The eagle said, I am wind dancer. The dove said, I am peace bringer. The parrot said, I am voice of the sky. Tortoise steps forward. Tortoise, smiling. My name is all of you. The gods laugh. When the feast began, the gods said, let all of you eat first. And Tortoise, oh, clever, foolish Tortoise, ate everything before them. He devours glowing fruits, birds stare in disbelief. He ate until his eyes glowed and his shell bulged. And when the gods turned to bless him, the table was empty. High voltage. Scene 7, The Wrath of the Sky. Thunder rumbles. The sky dimmed. The clouds turned gray. The gods looked upon him with anger. The feast disappears into mist. Voice of sky echoing. Greedy one, you have stolen from the hands that lifted you. Birds glare. The eagle speaks. Eagle, we trusted you. Tortoise, you have brought shame to our wings. One by one, the birds untied their feathers. They rose without him, leaving him in the storm. Cloud with lightning. Scene 8, the 4. When the storm cleared, the villagers found him. His shell was cracked, a puzzle of shame and sorrow. Elder kneels beside him. Elder, your body is broken, little one, but your lesson must live. Elders mend his shell with clay and fire. And so, even today, the tortoise shell bears the marks of his fall. A reminder that greed can rise like smoke. But it always returns to dust. Sunrise. Scene 10, the moral by the fire. Night. The elder tells the story to children under the stars. My children, remember this tale when hunger grows in your heart. The gods feed those who share their bowl, but they turn away from those who eat alone. Children listen, eyes wide. And that is why the sky now lies far above us, to keep the greedy from touching its table again. Milky Way. Scene 11. This tale comes from the heart of Africa, carried by voices older than mountains, whispered by fires, sung by rivers, remembered by those who still listen. Share this wisdom, child of the earth, for a story untold is a spirit left hungry. Folktale of Africa. Subscribe for more Folktale of Africa. Link backhand index pointing right YouTube.com/@Folktale of Africa. Thanks for watching.